that, I will yield to the ranking member.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman, and thank you all for being here today. We often say, and I think it's true, there's no wrong door into the VA. Whenever, wherever, and however a veteran comes into the VA, they are all welcome there. And we know that their health and financial well-being will be better for it. However, it's also true that for most veterans, the entry point into the VA benefits is the compensation and pension system. Applying for disability benefits and then receiving a disability rating and the VA healthcare that follows, that's the most common door that veterans walk through to get into the VA. And the key to that doorway for most veterans is the compensation and pension exam, or the C&P exam, which documents their medical conditions and provides the basis for a claims decision. So ensuring that this exam process operates in a way that best serves the veteran is crucial. To me, that means that the exam can be scheduled quickly and happens close to home, is conducted by a competent, qualified medical professional, and is completed thoroughly and accurately. And it is extremely important for VA, and specifically the Medical Disability Exam Office, or MDEO, to ensure all that happens correctly. Unfortunately, in too many instances, it seems that our current system of contracted exams fails a lot of veterans, and MDEO fails to oversee it properly. You can just come to my office and take some of the calls, or go on social media and just look through and be flooded with stories of veterans having exams scheduled without their knowledge or in locations that are hugely inconvenient for the veteran and the family to get to. We hear tons of stories about veterans being sent to an exam that has nothing to do with their condition, or veterans sent to doctors who don't have the specialty training needed for their injury or illness, or a less than 10-minute mental health exam or orthopedic exams conducted via telehealth. The stories are endless. VA is supposed to be monitoring the conduct of these examiners and holding contract vendors accountable. Unfortunately, it doesn't seem as though this is happening as thoroughly as it should. In fact, MDEO seems to think that everything is running smoothly with these vendors, and that assessment just doesn't match up with what we're seeing out here in the real world. A recent Government Accountability Office report noted that $2.3 million in incentive pay was incorrectly given to contracted examiners. I don't know about you, but I find that alarming, especially as only $500,000 in penalties were imposed on contracted examiners who did not meet quality standards. To me, that seems low based on what we hear from our constituents. So today, I hope that you all can help us square that circle, because I look forward to hearing about the progress that the MDO has made after the significant backlog experienced during the 2020 pandemic. And I look forward to an honest discussion about where MDO is falling short and not living up to its mission to serve veterans, because that's what we do here. Our mission is to serve veterans, and on this committee, we come together to honor that promise we made to take care of the men and women who put on a uniform for us. So we want to continue to see a pattern, as we continue to see a pattern of challenges with oversight, quality, and assurance, and adequate control over these contracted exams, we want to get to the bottom of it. Since about 90% of disability exams are done outside the VA by for-profit, third-party contracted examiners, it's really about time we get a better handle on this program and put stronger rules and quality checks in place. A program this large and this hard to oversee is open to abuse, or even just mistakes that end up costing our veterans time and our taxpayers money. So as we continue to work on behalf of veterans, we must hold VA and those it contracts to conduct exams to a high standard. That is the work we embark on today. I really appreciate you all being here and look forward to hearing your remarks. Mr. Chair, I yield back to you.
Thank you, Mr. McGarvey.